As far as the games this weekend, or seating wise, I mean, I just gave you my thoughts on that. But as far as the game goes, I think this is going to be an extremely well played game. I think it's going to be obviously out of all of the first round games, this one's probably going to be the most watched. It's going to be the most. It's a night game. It's prime time. It's probably the two best teams in the conference. I mean, in the tournament. And it's going to be a rematch of what happened in the regular season. Obviously, first game in Baton Rouge. This is LSU playing at home. Cade Anderson goes, I think, 6 innings and gives up 3 runs. And Zach Root goes – did Zach go 6 or 7? 6. I think he went 6 innings at 91 pitches. Maybe Cade went 5 2/3 and gave up 3 runs. I think that's what happened. And then LSU obviously made that comeback at the back end of in the 9th inning and had the walk-off sac fly. So it's going to be a high-level matchup with both pitchers. I believe that, look, I'm not saying that one pitcher has the advantage over the other, right? I think both are elite. I like Cade Anderson. If the times that Cade has given up runs this year, it has been because of the homer. Them playing in Omaha in Charles Schwab Field. Is it Charles Schwab Field?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It used to be called, what was the field?
Rosenblatt.
No, after Rosenblatt.
TD Ameritrade?
TD Ameritrade. That's what it was. Charles Schwab Field is very big. Ball does not travel there. So those runs that are coming via the homer are going to be a little bit harder to come by. So that means I like Cade even more. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I think it's going to be, at most like a 5-4 game.
I got a question, just really quick too. I honestly do think it's going to be Zach Root, but Gage Wood threw, I think, 48 pitches, and then they pulled him out of the game. Now, they had a big lead, so it could have been because I don't know, maybe they wanted to possibly throw him the next day if shit hit the fan. Do y'all think there's any possibility that LSU could see Gage Wood in game 1?
I mean, is there a possibility? Maybe. I don't think that he's going to throw game 1. I think that they're going to go out there and they're going to do everything they can to win game 1. And I mean, I know Gage Wood's really good. Like, I'm not saying he's not good, but I think they're going to throw Zach Root and let him go out there and do his thing.
And sidebar too, Gage Wood, I believe he doesn't have enough innings to qualify, but if he did at what he's doing, I think he's leading the league in strikeouts per 9. So that's another thought process for people to understand, like, what actually is sitting right behind him.
No doubt. So he's got 28 innings pitched and 50 strikeouts.
It's a lot, bro.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
And he's done it, too, for the most part. I believe I'd have to go back and look at each of the outings, but for the most part, it's with him coming back from injury and then still starting. So it wasn't even like, oh, this was him out the bullpen at first and he's done this over. Like, no, he was hurt, finally came back, got healthy, and they got him back in the rotation. He's been pretty much a starter the whole time. So those numbers are with him going to and possibly sometimes getting to that third time through the lineup.
Yeah. He has 9 starts, 28 innings pitched. I don't think they start him.
How many appearances does he have?
9 appearances, 9 starts.
Yep. See, so they've all been starts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I think Zach Root throws. I don't think Gage Wood throws first game. Not that he's not capable, but I just think that they're going to bring out their ace.
Why do you think they pulled him? Why do you think they pulled him in that game?
I don't know.
Maybe to get him ready for this game.
I mean, I guess that could be a reason, but I don't know. I think they're going to go with Root against. I think they're going to go Root their ace game 1. I don't. I mean, they may not, but that's what I think. What do you think?
I think they're going with their ace. I also think they like the lefty matchup with the lineup. I think they feel better. I think it sits up. I think it sits well for them in terms of how they want to line up their stuff with them throwing the lefty against LSU. That was a curious moment of mine where I'm like, because he's extended past like that 40 pitch mark already. So like, or 50 pitch mark already. So like, why are they taking him out right here? And they did. So I just don't know. I thought it was a little strange, if you will.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I believe Root's gonna be the guy. That's what I think.
I mean, the most pitches he's thrown all year is against Creighton, and the game before with 89. So he doesn't really tick up the pitch count too much.
Who?
Gage Wood.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he had two walks against Tennessee, and so maybe if that was a part of the we got to get him out now, as opposed to keep kind of like playing with fire.
Yeah. Do you let me ask you this, Jay. Offensively, obviously, Arkansas really good, right? They got a bunch of guys in their lineup that can bang. LSU's been playing better in the postseason offensively. They feel like they've kind of got their guys rolling. Stadium, field. Who do you believe, if any team, out of the two, who do you believe this stadium benefits more?
Out of LSU and Arkansas?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Who does it benefit more?
If any. You may not think it benefits any of them.
I think so. When I look at like that Arkansas lineup, if you're looking at what the stadium benefits more, I think it benefits them more because they're more able to play what's like truly normal to what their game is. Where I think there's maybe a good chance that LSU may have to get a little more creative. Now, I do think that they have the more possibility and the higher chance for a success rate to do it, meaning LSU over Arkansas in that situation. But I do think the field itself plays better for a team that has not just like power, like they actually have big power. Like they have guys that are like legit driving the ball into the gaps, over the fence, on the concourse, just clearing the stadium, doing things like that. And I think that helps you a little bit when you come to this ballpark.
Yeah, I think that you're going to find out how the ball is carrying because, I mean, we've seen it in the past. If the ball is not carrying, outfielders obviously play a little bit closer, right? And, obviously a team like this that has a bunch of juice gets the balls over their head. But if a team is playing further back, like let's say, they like the outfielders are just playing deeper. I guess my point in saying this is a bigger outfield, more room for singles to fall in, more opportunity for base hits to be had. If the field's playing true to size and Arkansas is able to drive the balls out of the ballpark, obviously that is an added benefit to them. We haven't seen, it's not been a ballpark historically that there's been a whole bunch of homers. And we saw more, you see more recently, but still not like, it's not like you're playing like Tennessee or Georgia, obviously. So, I guess offensively, obviously, Arkansas is probably the best, if not the best offense, one of the best offenses in the country. I think the way LSU's playing, I think it's going to be more of, one team's going to have the doubles and the homers, and then one team's going to have maybe, let's say they both got 10 hits, LSU may have more singles, get guys on. You're going to, like you said, got to get more creative. So,
I wish we could pull up the numbers, like team numbers of throughout the league of where LSU was once. We could even go back to as far as saying like once Ethan Fry started playing daily. I would love to see what those numbers are for the team.
Yeah, I don't know that answer. Arkansas's got 8 guys that have double-digit homers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I pulled this up a couple of days
7.
ago. I don't even.
And their 8th guy has 9.
Let me see if I still have it. I kind of put this stat together the other day, which I thought was very interesting because it just reminds me of things like we've seen before, and it's just something that's to keep in mind. So look, we'll go back to 2024 national champions. 2023 national champions was LSU, right? On that team, LSU had 4 guys with 50-plus RBIs and 8 guys with 10-plus homers. Last year, Tennessee had 6 guys with 50-plus RBIs and 7 guys with 10-plus homers. This year, Arkansas has 5 with 50, and at the time to start, this was literally even before regional started. So I put these numbers together before regional started. Arkansas had 5 guys with 50-plus and 7 guys with 10-plus homers. So, this is the reason why I'm saying it is because it's not just homers that they hit. They obviously have a very productive lineup because they have 5-plus guys, which is more than that LSU team in 23 and 1 less than that Tennessee team last year. And this was before the playoffs even started.
Correct. No,
So this I know people are going to look at it like I would imagine a lot of LSU fans who are either saw it from a lens or don't really remember what happened or just kind of recently looked at like the box scores and or maybe just the schedule. Like this is a very productive Arkansas lineup, and you're getting a chance to play them, and it's not going to be in the box. So understand that that's what's going there, and it's going to be. This is like two titans just meeting head on in Omaha in this.
Well,
in
they
this
do
matchup.
it, and they do it a different way, right? Like, LSU, when it's all said and done, right? You said this before the postseason. When it's all said and done, LSU's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with 50-plus RBIs. They just don't have the homers, right? Like, they do it different ways. That's my point. Like, they have guys, they're driving guys in, but they're driving guys in a different way than Arkansas does as far as the long ball goes. So it's going to be fun. Obviously, it's going to be, having Kay Anderson on the mound, obviously kind of negates some of that, right? But it's going to be interesting to see how the ball is traveling out there in Omaha. If the wind's blowing in, I like LSU more than I like Arkansas, I believe. If the wind's blowing out, then it's, oh boy, keep the ball down type thing.
Well, I'll give you LSU in this game, and I really believe it because I like Cade Anderson and or Anthony, but I know it's going to be Cade more than I like Zach Root.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, I think that plays big for him too.
Me too. I think, look, Zach Root is really good. I think LSU has to offensively against Root the last time, like Root's breaking ball stuff, like in and out of the zone is really good, right? Obviously he can get up to 98. You saw that against Tennessee. I think that, what makes him really good is getting you on your heels and then breaking off that nasty breaking ball and it's starting in the zone and coming out the zone and guys swinging on top of it. That's what he's been getting a lot this year. If LSU can stay off that and keep him in the zone and not chase the breaking stuff out the zone, I think they're going to be able to get him out of the game early on because they're going to make his pitch count go up.
Yeah.
It's just – he's nasty. I'm not saying it. It's easier said than done, right? That's the easy way to say, oh, how are you going to win the game? What do you need to do? Oh, you need to get the starter out early. Like, that is obviously the key to it. But, if they can lay off of that breaking ball, I believe that they're going to be able to keep his pitch count, get his pitch count up, and then vice versa. Cade Anderson doesn't necessarily he gets a lot of swings and misses out the zone, but he also gets a ton of swings and misses in the zone. I think that's what a lot of people are like whenever you look at these mock drafts and they have him at number 1 or 2 or 3, whatever that may be. His talent's there and his production has been there, and he's 4 pitches for strikes, all that stuff. But I think what people are forgetting, not the analysts or scouts, but people that are watching, is he's got all that stuff and he throws a ton of strikes, but he also gets swings and misses in the strike zone, which shows you how nasty his stuff is.
Yeah, dude, I 100% agree. And I've been saying this for a long time. I actually had a chance to talk to him when they went to Austin and played that series. And I just kind of told him, like, when I got a chance to talk to him, I'm like, hey, dude, I don't really know all of what you have changed or want to change or anything. But what I can tell you is when I watch you pitch right now, the conviction you throw the fastball with and the willingness to, like, challenge the zone with it, that shit's impressive. And hitters, they don't really love that. And I promise you, it makes them uncomfortable. And if you continue doing that, like, you're going to dominate. And he's done every bit of that so far. So it's been impressive to see what he's doing.
No, for sure. Lloyd, what's your opinion on all this over there?
I was just listening to 2 of the brightest minds in baseball talk, go back and forth. So I didn't want to interject because I do have the Ask Mikey and Mitch, so you get a lot of me there. So I wanted to get y'all's opinion out.
Okay.
Because it's the last show before Omaha.
Before we get to the Ask Mikey and Mitch, there's really not much to preview as opposed. Because we've seen this team already. Like, we've talked about this team. Everybody knows what it is. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pitcher's duel. Someone's gonna have to come up with a big hit.
We said that last weekend also.
Yeah, but this is
a little different.
This is a little different. Yeah. I guess outside of them two, right? Do you believe one of these 2 teams are going to be in the finals?
Me?
Yeah.
Or Lloyd?
Both of y'all.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, me too.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
do.
So the other
Sucks that
side,
they got to play each other right now, but yeah, I do.
absolutely. I think one of these two teams are going to be in the World Series finals.